When the cold months start to creep their way up your doorstep and into your home, there's truly nothing better than bunkering down by the warming glow of a Napoleon Wood Burning Fireplace. Not only are they a wonderful centerpiece in any room, they're an excellent backup source of heat and a tremendous asset in helping to offset heating fuel costs. With just a little bit of effort and a few key tips and tricks, we'll show you how to get the absolute most from your fireplace, ensuring your comfort and enjoyment for many years to come. In this video, we'll be focusing on your NZ3000 High Country fireplace. Since there are many different styles of wood-burning fireplaces, there will be differences in appearance and adjustments, so always remember to consult the installation manual of your fireplace for the settings that will apply to you. It all begins with wood, dry wood to be precise. New freshly cut wood will generally contain about 50% moisture. So how dry do we want the wood to be? Properly seasoned, the moisture content should be no more than 20%. The wetter the wood, the more heat from the fire is wasted, evaporating water in the wood, which means less heat in your room. The real trick is determining when your wood is seasoned. Hardwoods can take up to a year to fully season, so make sure you start stacking your wood to dry early on. Looking for splits in the end grain and measuring the moisture using any standard wood moisture meter will help you tremendously. Burning green wood not only results in cooler fires, but can also cause poor chimney draft. This produces creosote, which will deposit in the fireplace and chimney system. This translates to more time, work, and money spent cleaning your fireplace, and less time spent enjoying it. Let's get to the fun part, lighting your first fire. Get out that newspaper and start crumpling. We're going to need at least 15 pieces to cover the bottom of the firebox and create a good base for our kindling. When adding your kindling, try to stack it in a grid configuration on top of the paper, which allows for airflow between pieces. Stack 12 pieces of 1-inch kindling to a height of 2 inches. Starting a fire like this will help generate the heat needed for warming up the chimney and establishing draft for the larger fire to come. Ensure that the air supply is wide open by moving the air control lever to the far left position. Starting at the rear of the fireplace, light the fire in multiple locations and then carefully close the door so that about a 1-inch gap is left for air to be drawn in. This will allow more air in to feed the fire until proper chimney draft is established. With our first fire beginning to nicely heat things up, we want to follow it with a secondary fire using 4 larger pieces of wood, roughly 4 inches by 4 inches in size. This should weigh approximately 8 pounds when seasoned and dry. Open the door slowly to prevent drawing smoke into the room and carefully stack the wood with a shallow trench in between the pieces. This trench allows for critical combustion air to flow all around the wood. With these logs burning, we can close the door completely. Don't worry if you notice a change in flame pattern when you do this. It's a normal temporary condition that will occur until the chimney is fully heated and proper draft is established. This fire will take some time to burn, but once it has, your fireplace should be at the optimum temperature for building an outstanding fire. During the next reload, you can load the fireplace with much larger log pieces. This will provide you with longer burn times. Depending on the chimney draft in your installation, you'll soon learn how large the logs can be. For chimneys with poorer draft, more logs of smaller diameter are preferred. Every wood-burning fireplace is designed to operate best when it has been heated up, so try not to let the fireplace die down too much before reloading. When reloading, always make sure to open the air control until the firewood has caught fire, and then restrict it as required to improve the efficiency of the fire. Remember, a hot fire is good, but an overfire is bad. To prevent overfiring, do not burn the fireplace on the highest setting or with the door cracked open for longer than 30 minutes. Overfiring can damage the fireplace and chimney system. Your fire may feel hot, but is it burning efficiently? Here's how you can tell. A hot, efficient fire in the fireplace will result in clean bricks and glass. As the fire burns out, the system cools. Chimney draft slows and creosote begins to deposit on the bricks and glass. Don't worry though, the next time you burn a hot fire, most of this will be burned off. Here's a tip. Weather conditions will always affect the performance of any wood-burning fireplace. On high-pressure days, where the air pressure at ground level is much greater than the pressure at the top of the chimney, the fireplace will draft more easily. The greater the difference between the two pressure zones, the better for establishing draft. The taller the chimney, the greater the pressure difference. On low-pressure days, when the air is heavy with rain or humidity and there tends to be little to no wind, are the least ideal days for building a fire. This is because the pressure at the fireplace, normally around ground level, is closer to that at the top of the chimney. On these days, you'll find it more difficult to establish a good draft and may need to use more paper and kindling to heat up the system than on a high-pressure day. You may also need to give more air to the fire on these days. Don't forget to have your chimney checked regularly for cleaning. A maintained fireplace will provide you with years of pleasure and warmth. By remembering these few tricks of the trade, you'll get years of pleasure and warmth from your Napoleon fireplace. Thank you for watching, and most importantly, thank you for choosing Napoleon.